Hey guys, so today I have my Boxycharm for the month of September. I was trying to get that boxy looks, but that was a total shit show, so I have the regular box. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first product in here is this Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brightened Blush in Tropic Hues. Here is the color up close. Has like a nice golden marbling in with like a warm pink. So let's try that on and see how that looks. Ooh, that's pigmented. So here's the blush on. I really like it. It's very pigmented though, so I would definitely use a light hand with it. And it's like a warm pink. And it has like a golden sheen to it. I really like how it looks. So I really like this so far. And this retails for $28. Next thing we have in here is the Ojitos brush trio from Alamar Cosmetics. This is the same brand that had the Alamar Reina del Caribe palette that we got in Boxycharm the month before last, I think. So this brush set comes with a nice big fluffy blending brush, a flat shader brush, and a flat definer tight liner brush, and this retails for $18. Next thing in the box is this eyeshadow palette from Pretty Vulgar. This is the Nightingale eyeshadow palette. So it has a mirror right here. And then here are all the shades. It's a nice cool toned palette. So I'm gonna swatch all these shades really quick just to see how they look. So going first at the top row, we have Nocturnal, Pillow Fight, and Break Free. So here is Nocturnal, which is a nice matte white, basically. Here is Pillow Fight, which is more of a satin white champagne shade. And then here is Break Free, which is like more of a glittery white. Next we have Dark Side, Hide and Seek, Clutch, and Flip Out. So here is Dark Side, which is like a satin gray, I would say. Here is Hide and Seek, which is a matte taupe. Here is Clutch, which is a metallic taupe shade. And Flip Out, which is a matte dark cool tone brown. And then these two, we have I Spy and Silver Spoon. Here is I Spy, a metallic cool tone brown. And here is Silver Spoon, a metallic dark gray. And then lastly, the bottom row, we have Swoop, After Midnight, and All Nighter. Here is Swoop, a matte dark brown, which does not swatch very well at all. Here is After Midnight, a dark matte gray, which also is pretty patchy. And then we have All Nighter, which is a matte black. That sounds like a really nice shadow. So here are all of the shades. I feel like these two are really the only ones that didn't perform very well, but the other ones swatched really nicely. Okay, so first going in with the matte white cream shade with the blending brush and just setting down my eyeshadow primer. Next, taking that same blending brush and taking Hide and Seek and blending that as my transition shade. And then taking that same blending brush with the shade Flip Out taking the shader brush and taking that dark brown swoop. Now taking Hide and Seek for the lower lash line. Now taking I Spy on the lid. And then Clutch for the inner part of the lid. Taking the flat definer brush and flip out and running that right along the waterline. And then taking Pillow Fight for the inner corners. Okay, so here's the completed eye look. I really like how these shadows worked. Again, it's a very, very cool toned palette, so all of these shades lean a little gray. So if you don't like that, then you might not like this. So I don't wear cool tones a lot, so I don't know how much I'll be using this, but I do really like the look. The shades did blend out pretty well. I did have to pack on that darker brown shade just because it doesn't blend very well. This one is just, it's just not very good. I feel like these two, the ones that showed up patchy in the swatches, are pretty patchy on the eyes as well. But I like all of the other colors, and the brushes worked really nicely to blend everything out. I really like this blending brush. I will definitely be using this a lot. This small packer brush is really nice. It's just like the right size for packing stuff on the lid. And then the flat definer brush, I always use these all the time, so I really like the brush set. And this eyeshadow palette retails for $35. And next thing in here is this Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Precision Liner. So it has like one of those tiny little like pizza cutter wheels. So I don't know how I'm gonna do with this. It does look pretty black and it goes on very nice and pigmented. Doesn't look like it's bleeding at all, so wish me luck. Okay, so after forever, they still don't match and they're pretty thick. I don't want to attempt to fix them anymore because they'll just cover my entire eyes if I do. So overall, I do not like these Roller Wheel eyeliners. They are very hard to work with because you can't like turn them and flick them where you want, so wouldn't recommend this. It's really hard. It does dry really fast, so I feel like the roller wheel will like skip when you're trying to make a straight line, which is not fun. And it doesn't dry matte, it dries like a little bit shiny, but a good thing about it, I will show you on my hand, it doesn't smudge at all, so it's pretty budge proof, and so that's good about it, I guess. One redeeming quality. So what I think I'm gonna do is just go over the liner with this black matte shadow out of the eyeshadow palette with the definer brush and see if I can rectify the situation or make it worse. Who knows? So the last product in here is this liquid lipstick from Hank and Henry. This is the Lip Aesthetic Matte Liquid Lipstick in Petal Pusher. So let's try this on. The component is really pretty. And here is the doe foot. It's like a triangle shape, a large triangle shape. Okay, so here is the lipstick. I don't think it's gonna dry down any more than it already has. It's been on for a few minutes, but it still has like a stick to it almost. Not really sticky, just a slight tackiness. And it is not fully transfer proof either, but it does feel very comfortable on the lips and it doesn't feel like it's going nowhere. It's not quite like the Ofra formula. I feel like it's more dry than that, but it doesn't feel dry on your lips at all. So I really like that, and the color is really pretty. I feel really ready for fall with this makeup. Very cool toned. And this liquid lipstick retails for $17, and the Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Liner retails for $19. Forgot to say that. So let's go through all the products and I'll tell you what I think of them now that they've been sitting on my skin. First, the Laura Geller Baked Blush-N-Brighten in Tropic Hues. I really like this. It has a nice sheen to it, and I really like the color. I really like glowy blushes, so this is definitely something I will use. Next, the brushes. I really like these as well. Every single one of these brushes is ones I use constantly. A blending brush is something you can never have too many of. I have 5,000 and I still somehow never have enough. And a shader brush. This one is really nice. It's very dense and small, so it's the perfect size for packing on the lid or even getting in the inner corner. And then the flat definer brush. I feel like this is a very nice brush just for defining shadow on the lower lash line, or even just using it like I did to mattify a shiny eyeliner. So I really like the eye brushes. I think these are my favorite part of the box. And for the eyeshadow palette, I really like this. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. I feel like the color story isn't really my go-to, but the mattes all blended really nicely and didn't muddy up together, and the shimmers applied really nicely just with a brush. So I really like these. These two are not very good, honestly, but the black is really nice, and all the other shades I really like. The eyeliner I feel like is the worst product in the box in my opinion. I really hate the roller wheel eyeliners. Are we not over that already? I don't feel like this is worth $19 in any sense. I hate roller wheels. Just like as the applicator, I hate that. The formula on the liner is really good, although it is shiny, but I had to scrub in my hand with my magic eraser just to get this off. So the formula is really nice. If you can get over that learning curve of using the roller wheel, then I think you will really like this. But otherwise, I don't really like it. And lastly, for the Hank and Henry liquid lipstick, I really like this. This is just a nice darker mauvey pink shade, and I feel like it doesn't feel like I have anything on. It just has like a slight tack to it. It's nothing like the Maybelline liquid lipsticks. Those are like, you can barely pull your lips apart, but this is just like very slightly tacky and feels very lightweight, and it went on very smooth. It didn't have any streaks or anything, and the applicator made it so you can get around the edges of your lips very easily, so I do like this. And the total value of this month's box is $117. So I feel like that's more on the lower end for Boxycharm usually, but they did just come out with the Boxy Luxe, so maybe they're sticking all the good products in there, who knows. And let me know how you like your Boxycharm this month, if you were able to get one of the Luxe boxes or not. I know that I tried and failed very hard. That was a total shit show. The site completely crashed, and yeah, that was crazy. So let me know if you actually got one or if you even tried, and just tell me your overall thoughts on Boxy Luxe. I'd love to know what you think about it, and I will see you in my next video.